Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and variations thereupon. It's Citizen7, and we're playing Slay the Spire. And let's go ahead and continue our ironclad run that we have in progress. We are about halfway through Act 2. I'll show you on the map. We've just hit this fire. So, actually, maybe more than halfway. Here's like a third and a second third, and we have fight, we have question, fight, rest, and then the boss. So we have one more rest before the boss. We're going to gain, if we get a card here and a card here, if we go this way and we get a card here and a card here, we'll have 30 cards. I don't know necessarily that that's what we want to do, but if we'll have 30 cards, then we will heal for 12 just by entering the rest site, regardless of whether we rest. Using our powers, we gain some hit points. So if we can do these two fights without taking, damage, which has been a little bit of a challenge, we could have our hit points in a pretty good situation. I think we're going to take the unknown here, though. So let's decide to forge a card. Now let's see. If we upgrade our limit break, then we know for sure that we'll be able to keep cycling it around. I think, though, upgrading our armaments, upgrading the armaments cards is always going to be the best overall deal for us, because we can use them to upgrade everything else. So I'm gonna stick with that strategy for now, and maybe at some point I'll learn that's not the best way to proceed, but I really do like that. Now we're taking this for a chance to gain another relic. Let's see. In an abandoned temple, you find a giant book open, riddled with cryptic writings. As you try to interpret the elaborate script, it begins to shift and morph into writing you are familiar with. So we can choose to read it or leave. And I've seen these tomes before, and sometimes you get a good relic, sometimes you get a curse. But you definitely take some damage. But since we're going to rest right after this, I think we'll gamble and take the damage. Odd. The book seems to be about an ancient named Niao. This piques your interest, but you have a general feeling of malaise. Continue to lose 1 hit point. The Ancient of Resurrection, Niao is exiled to the bottom of the Spire. You feel compelled to read more, but your body begins to ache. Now we'll lose 2 hit points. Seeking vengeance, Niao blesses outsiders, using them for his own purposes. You're starting to feel very weak and tired. Lose 3 hit points. So we've lost 3 so far, and now we're losing 6. Those resurrected by Niao remember only fragments of their past selves, cursed to fight for eternity. As you near the final page, your old wounds begin to reopen. So we can either take another 10 to take the book, or we can just lose 3 and have for a total of 9 and have this whole thing be a wash. Now, it's possible that there are clues within what happens to us of what book we're going to obtain, but if so, I don't know what they are. So we're going to take the big risk and take the book. Upon finishing the tome, you decide to take it with you. With proof in your hand, will you retain your memories? And the book that we got is a very powerful artifact. We got the Enchiridion. Start each combat with a random power card in your hand. It costs 0 until end of turn. This is extraordinarily powerful, especially considering the synergies that we have with power cards, where we have the mummified hands. So it's playing this power card for 0 is going to give us another card in our hand for 0 and heal us for 2. So that was a huge power boost to us. We are down in hit points, but let's play this battle and hopefully regain some hit points. So we've got this bird. Flight. Reduced attack damage taken by 50%. Canceling if dealt attack damage 3 times in 1 turn. So we want to hit him a lot. Then we've got this chosen. Now let's see what skills cost 0 whenever you play a skill exhausted. Interesting. I think we'll go ahead and play it. It'll put us on a rush strategy, because our defense will only be able to play one time, our armaments as well, but we have 3 of them, and that's really gonna thin our deck out straight into just attacks. I think that's okay. So again, we've immediately healed 2. Now we get Metallicize for free. Shrug It Off, of course, is free from corruption. When we play it, this is the only time we'll be able to play it. So let's consider that after we've done damage. Killing the Chosen first honestly seems advantageous for us, and we can currently do 10 and then redraw. And this guy's only gonna hit us for 5. Shrug it off. Let's bash, and then we'll pommel strike and see what we draw. Defend. So let's save the Shrug It Off, and we'll just play Defend Plus for now. This will be obviously our one time playing it, but then we won't take any damage from this bird, and we can continue focusing on the Chosen. Your next attack is played twice. Let's save that for when we have a bigger attack, but we'll use Headbutt to redraw Pommel Strike, and we'll use Body Slam as well. We're going to save these 2 skills for later. So we've been weakened, and he's buffed himself. But we didn't take anything from the bird. Now the bird's going to attack us for 12. We've got 4 armor showing up for sure. Now, we could Battle Trance, but this will be the only time we can use it. And I'm wondering if we want to do that. Let's Pommel Strike first and see what we draw. Armaments. So everything is basically already buffed. Everything is already upgraded. We're in a really good situation, but we could use the armor gain because of this 12 attack coming in. Now let's see. Cleave is going to do 7 to both. Or 10. 10 to the Chosen. We have only 2 energy, so we could do 10 and 10. If we draw out Clash... Let's save Pommel Strike. We'll... Cleave and Strike. We're gonna get debuffed. And we're gonna gain 4, so we're taking 8, but if we gain another 6, we could only take 2. I think that's the right choice. We'll take less damage, even though the only card it upgrades here is Battle Trance, but we have several more. I will save Battle Trance for later. So now we've been hexed. Whenever we play a non-attack card, we get a Daze in our draw pile. So this is a non-attack card. But at the end of your turn, for each attack played this turn, deal 1 to all enemies. So we definitely want to activate this. And everything else is free already. So we get a daze. This guy's no longer weakened. He wants to attack us for 13. And we can only deal 3 damage to him. 4 because of fire breathing. And this guy is going to buff himself. This is a really, really bad turn. Let's play another one of our armaments to get Anger Plus shuffled in. And that's it. We'll take 3 damage. Caw caw. Alright, the bird is getting stronger. Oh man. This is a problem. Now, 15 damage coming in from him. I believe we can... Yeah, we can kill the Chosen and prevent that 31. So we have to do that. No real choice. Limit Break doesn't do anything for us yet. And we're going to play Defend to only end up taking 1 from this bird. And now it's time, or 2 I guess. Now it's time to kill the bird. Now, we won't be able to play Clash because of these dazed, but we can play our demon form to regain 2 hit points and start building the strength. Yes, it puts another daze in our deck, so we're guaranteed to draw that next turn and inflame. But we can play Iron Wave, which is actually an attack that gains us a little bit of block. So we're only taking 5. And we have Cleave, deal 12. Hang on. First we'll inflame. So we can deal 15 and 14 and finish off this bird. Oh, no, right, because he takes reduced damage. Well, that's frustrating. He's only going to buff himself, though, so... There's no way he doesn't die this turn. Alright. So overall, through that fight, even though it was a little bit long, we still gained 4 hit points during that fight. And we could take another armaments. What's the state of our deck? I wish it would sort it by name instead of just, you know, in the order that we got them. So it looks like we have 3 defend pluses, 3 armament pluses. I don't think that we actually need another one here. I don't think any of these cards is the card that we want. So we're just gonna go ahead and skip. And now we will rest to regain hit points before going into the boss battle. Alright, so we have not yet beat this Act 2 and Act 2 boss. And this one, the Bronze Automaton, I haven't seen before. So we don't know what he's going to do. And he has 3 negate debuffs. Alright, so we have Berserk. If your hit point is at or below 50%, you gain energy at the start of each turn. Well, it's not yet, but it might be later. Let's play Metallicize first. So we gain a little bit of hit points. Bash is now free. Let's play Armaments to upgrade Berserk and Bash. Even though he's not attacking this turn, since, you know, we're not exhausting this, it's worth it. Okay, so the only thing that Berserk Plus does is it just lowers the cost. So and it was already free, so that was useless. But still, we're playing it. And let's start doing the damage. I think upgrading the Bash alone was worth it because we get those extra stacks, which of course he's negating right now, but, you know, play out the cards. Let's see what happens. Alright, so we've got 2 minions here. And now he's going to attack us for 14 and 8. Limit break. Aha! Alright. I think this is going to be a fight where playing limit break multiple times is going to definitely give us the speed we need to survive. So we're going to go ahead and take some damage to build up here. And who will we hit? Let's hit the, they're both the same. Let's start hitting one of the minions. We'll hit the larger one. No, it's too bad that, interesting. Alright, so he stole a card from us, and that's frustrating. It's too bad that Cleave was in our first play before these minions showed up, but we're going to definitely play Fire Breathing, but we'll play Armaments first. So Fire Breathing becomes free. Body Slam also becomes free. And Shrug It Off gives us more and draws us a card, and that will allow us to play Clash. Now, we have to play Shrug It Off in order to activate Clash, and since there is damage coming in, it's worth it for us, and we get Anger, so that's excellent. So, shall we attack 24 and 24? We could kill this orb, and then I think we'll hit the main guy with our Anger, because we want to keep piling damage on there. Double Tap is back. Now, let's play Double Tap and see if it gets us more Angers in our deck. That could be good. Yes, in fact. Alright, so he's getting stronger. Let's play Demon Form to continue activating our own extreme strength. We'll get a free card out of this and some hit points, so I think we have the time to play it. And it's Headbutt, so we get to control our draw. And I think what we want is Cleave. Yeah. I mean, what are we drawing next turn? All of these, except for one. You know what? We're actually, and we've got Battle Trance, so we could draw out 3 of these now, but we don't have the energy. So it looks like the little guy is going to steal one of our cards. Let's actually draw Limit Break and go all out on the buff strategy. Oh, he takes the top card off your hand. So I had not realized that. I thought it just pulled a random card from the deck. It pulls your next draw. So, well, that's that lost now for a minute. Can we kill that guy? Yes. I think so. But we won't have the energy to play it. But he's going to attack us anyway, so I think killing him is the right move. Oh, hang on. 17 and 12 is 19, or is 29. Not quite enough to finish off the orb. So the anger won't do it. But we have our limit break back at least. And we will use the anger. Because this guy is going to buff himself again. Fire breathing definitely helping us whittle him down a little bit. But he's getting extraordinarily strong here. This is almost a lethal hit. So let's play armaments. And start clashing. So we won't be able to take another hit like that. But we can absorb this one. Okay, so after doing the huge attack, he's stunned for a turn, so that's good. We still have 140 damage to deal to him, which is brutal. We might have been too slow. What's in the discard? Limit break. And can we draw? No. Wait a minute. Yes, we can. Alright. Yes, we can. And we can apply weakness to him. Alright, I forgot about these potions. Alright, here's how we're going to play this. Headbutt. Limit break on top. Draw 3 cards. Now, our strength is now 24. Now we might be able to actually finish this guy off. We have 2 energy, so we can only play 2 of these cards. He's still stunned, so we still have a free turn. Body Slam is just free damage right now. We don't need to gain any armor. So let's cleave, strike, Body Slam, anger. Yeah. Ha! There we go. That did it. So that is it. Our first time beating Act 2. Let's see what we get. Bludgeon, deal 32 damage. Dark Embrace, a power. Whenever a card is exhausted, draw 1 card. And Offering, lose 4 hit points, gain 2 energy, draw 3 cards, exhaust. Now, I don't think that we have any other exhaust cards other than Limit Break. And honestly, we prefer not to exhaust that. So, let's just take Bludgeon. There are opportunities that we might have to be able to, at some points we might have a little bit of extra energy, so we could Bludgeon and let's, on the first turn, it's possible. We also have, refunding opportunities. We're playing a power will give us something for free, so it's possible we could get a Bludgeon off for free and double tap it, which is just extreme quality. So what do we have? Velvet Choker. Gain energy at the start of each turn. You cannot play more than 6 cards per turn. That could be good. Orrery, choose and add 5 cards to your deck. That could be good. And Mark of Pain. Gain energy at the start of each turn. Start combat with 2 wounds in your draw pile. So, you know, we could either have energy but be limited in the number of cards we can play, or energy but not, you know, but having wounds, or we could just get more cards. So I think just getting more cards seems good. Let's see what we get. And I realize we're getting a pretty thick deck at this point, but that's okay. Headbutt Plus, good card. Warcry, draw 2, place a card from your hand on top of your draw pile. Exhaust. And I've seen Warcry Plus is a 0 cost. Let's take Warcry, since we've made our deck so thick. Having some more draw seems good. Heavy Blade. Alright, deal 14 damage, strength affects Heavy Blade 3 times. We want that. Here's a Warcry Plus. But we want Heavy Blade because of our strength synergies. I want Warcry Plus as well, but we'll probably get an opportunity to upgrade the Warcry that we have, and particularly considering how many armament pluses we have. Now, Body Slam Plus is a free attack. We often have some amount of block, and even if we are just boosting our strength, it's good. So we're going to take that Body Slam over Rampage, which is just an attack that gets more and more powerful. Because we're not cycling our deck very often, having the free attack is, I think, going to be better for us. We could take another Pommel Strike, which does help us draw, or we could take another Battle Trance for some more draw. And we have 1 Battle Trance. Our Pommel Strikes give us draw, and our Warcry gives us draw. I think taking Pommel Strike actually is going to be better than Battle Trance here. And the last one is another Armaments Plus. Now, or Shrug It Off. How many Shrug It Offs do we have? 1. Let's take Shrug It Off. Shrug It Off gains us block, and it's a cantrip. So there we go. We have gained greatly by defeating that boss, and we've made it to Act 3, the Beyond. So if you want to see if we can actually make it to this final boss up here, tune in next time. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button as you do on YouTube. If you enjoyed it, I appreciate that. If you know, any likes or subscribes that you drop, comments or whatever, it's always exciting for me to see people enjoying the games as much as I do. So cheers, thanks for watching.